Hi everyone, it's Stacey Hawkins from staceyhawkins.com, the place to be to make lean and green meals that you will love. All right, so as I alluded to a little bit earlier this week, I had something happen that kind of really made me rethink about my plates of food. You know I love to cook, you know I'm posting food videos and plates of food all the time, and all of a sudden I got some comments on a couple of my plates that I was like, really? I mean, what's wrong with my plate of food? Here I've got a beautiful piece of salmon, some cauliflower rice, and some really pretty green asparagus. It's colorful, it's yummy. I put it on the table and call it dinner. Well, someone seemed to think that maybe there was a little bit better way. And of course my feathers were a little bit ruffled to begin with, but after I heard what this guy had to say, it made me rethink everything. And I wanted to bring Chef Jason Chenefield on board to talk with us a little bit more about plating. Jason, so what exactly makes you an expert in this?
I've been cooking my entire life, and I plate food for guests all over the world. Given that the plate of food you have, everything's been beautiful, everything's amazing, but we can do a little bit better. We want to make sure that we want to get things warm, we want to kind of keep it simple. But when you have all this warm food, it can easily get cold when it's all separated. So what I like to do is start with a plate, and we get to have all this hot food, but then you have the asparagus, and you start to just kind of pile up. One thing that I like to have is one bite where everything tastes all together. You don't have to sort your food and separate it. So I like to just get the cauliflower rice kind of in the center. So again, you're kind of like painting a picture, putting together art, because you're putting your food together and your flavors. You really want that food to taste good. So
you're saying that by putting it all together like you're doing, it's not only going to stay warm, but when I put my fork in, I'm going to get a little bit of everything on one bite.
Absolutely.
All right, that makes a little sense. So I see you're adding something I don't have. You've got some mushrooms on there. Why?
Just something that adds more flavor, some more textures. Think about plating food, and we have some textures. And since we had some of these in the fridge. And then I like to have these little bit of microgreens. They're like little baby lettuces, little baby herbs. And I like to put a little bit in there for texture. Also kind of hides, you're giving your family some extra nutrition as well.
Aha, so we're all about getting things nutritionally in there. All right, so in 2 seconds, you've taken my original plate of food and really turned it into kind of a masterpiece here. And you're drizzling a little of my favorite, orange oil over that. All right, so can I take a look at that? Like, what a huge, huge difference. It's exactly the same food. It's prepared in exactly the same way, but simply by plating it, it makes a world of difference. So, I mean, that's like really super pretty to eat. And you may be thinking, well, it's a family meal, but if you're served that versus my food, granted, if you were blindfolded, you'd love what you're eating and it's going to taste great. But in this case, it really brings it to a whole new level. So I will say, I've been set straight. Plating really makes a big difference for color, for presentation, for heat, and just to have a little bit better of a meal. So thank you, Chef. I appreciate you coming on board. Will you join us again sometime?
I will love to.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. If you have any questions for Chef Jason, please go ahead and put them in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get him back to answer those questions. Okay. So thanks, everybody. Have a great day. And please also post pictures of the food that you're plating as well, and maybe a before and after, because everybody loves a good before and after. Have a great day. Bye.